We've come about a quarter of the way, and there's a long way left to go. Many more people will be joining us, and many more people will be following our progress as we make our way from Los Angeles to Washington, D.C., to let everybody know that now is the time for action on the climate crisis. Thank you for helping to make my participation in this possible.
My name is Jimmy Betts, and I love John Abbe. He's been one of my most trusted friends, among other things, on this march even before I started. Before I even knew that we'd be friends, he was one of the first people that engaged me in our virtual marcher community, which wasn't technically the virtual marcher community until John Abbe was able to construct a virtual marcher community, which had a name. Otherwise, every single day is a joy with John, and I can't imagine what this climate march would be without him. So anything that I can do to help keep him with us on our way to DC, crafting a message that he himself understands very deeply and passionately about, that would be my greatest wish.
To tell you why John Abbe is absolutely necessary to this great march for climate action. There are a lot of reasons, but I'll start with one that I know personally. I've asked worked with John in regard to putting together job descriptions for all of the many teams, work teams, and the staff. We needed it so that new people would know what was going on here. But John was patient. He let me kind of dribble in my material, and he put together the most beautiful book of job descriptions that you would ever see. But it's much more than that. That's my personal experience with John. Much more than that. I listen to him. I learn from him. I am a fan beyond words. So please, let's keep John Abbe on this march. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Ethan Phillips, good friend of John Abbe's here, and on behalf of him, I'd like to thank you for putting him here, getting him here. It's been quite the journey and trip, and we're not there yet. We can't lose this guy. He's an integral part of the team. Without him, there'd be basically no communication. There'd be no outreach to the virtual marcher community, or just about anybody on Facebook or the wagon. So this guy's not going anywhere. So please help keep him here. And yeah, we're doing good here. Spoke to about 400 school children this morning, and you know this beast is rolling. So we can't lose John. So please support him. Thank you.
Abbe is so central to this march, and he works so hard that people actually mistook him for a staff person. It's amazing to have him on the march. Folks, we got to keep him here. Help him continue to raise the sponsors he needs to stay with us. If he tries to leave, we'll probably have to use some kind of nonviolent force to prevent him from doing it. But I'm really hoping that he can continue to be a part of this. Please help support him with sponsorships. I mean, the work he's done on communications, helping to build our network of virtual marchers, the input he's always having on our process. He keeps us honest. He makes sure that we don't neglect the minority voice within our community, that everybody gets heard. If you hear the word announcement being yelled really loud, it's probably John doing it. Actually, one day John wasn't there, and I did it for him. But folks, we need him on the march. Please support him.